Hello, beautiful souls. Elena Fouché here. One of the things that I'm known for is being stubborn and also very brave. Meaning, like, if it's hard, something like persecution, I just dive in. Because, generally I feel like if I'm really scared of something, I'm already really scared of it, and just being scared of it doesn't make it better. So, yeah, okay. Persecution is not easy to talk about, and it's probably not going to be easy to listen to, and yet I feel like so many of us have challenges with this and we're really not seeing it. So this might be you if you're having challenges with confidence. So why should you listen to this? Okay, here's the thing. Are you having challenges with confidence? Things like, it's hard for you to speak your truth. It's hard for you to move forward. You're feeling stuck. You want to do projects and dreams, but you're doing laundry instead, or cleaning up, or helping other people instead, or you're doing all these things. So you're not feeling safe. You're not trusting. And so it's hard to be confident and move forward. Okay? People pleasers fit into this. People who have really big things that they're doing, and yet they're having a hard time actioning parts of it, or all of it, right? Or maybe you've done a big chunk and you can't do the rest. You get to a certain level and you can't keep going. So congratulations, by the way, for understanding that this is happening for you, because I think a lot of us don't even know that. So good on you. And then let's look at something that you might not be looking at least I wasn't looking at until a year and a half ago, because I knew it was there, but it was just too painful, and that is persecution. What do I mean by that? I mean literally getting burned, staked, drawn and quartered, crucified, all that good stuff, suicided, poisoned, all your money taken away, put in an insane asylum. What else? I'm sure you can think of some other things. But basically, somehow, literally, or terminated, or somehow put in a box, like either a wooden one at the end, or a cell, or unable to move because you don't have money and finances or friends, this kind of thing, right? I mean, this is big. Like, who wants to think about this? Nobody. I know. Partly why I haven't talked about it. The other reason I don't talk about it is it's really scary. Like, my physical body, I realized a year and a half ago when I was sitting on Montségur that my physical body is actually really scared of what the rest of my culture is going to do to me. Because the more I wake up, the more light I open up to, right? It's all in here. It's not like I'm special. It's just like I'm opening up, right? I'm opening up the light that's in here and letting it shine out through this human form. The more I do that, the more I realize that my society, my culture, is really frightened of that, persecutes that, like burns and stakes it. And as silly as that may sound, it does happen. Like, I realized this on Montségur. Montségur is in France, and it's reported to be the last standout of the Cathars. And the Cathars, they had their eyes ripped out, one eye, not the other, one eye ripped out, tongues taken off. They were, God, guys, it was awful. Burned. So Montségur, they said, okay, we will come down and you can burn us. And they walked down from their mountain, which I was sitting on. I think this was the 1800s, 1600s, 1500s. I don't know, long time ago. I think it was late 15, early, I don't know. I can't remember, sorry. Look it up, Cathars. France. They walked down from their mountain and they walked onto the burning pyre, and they stood there and they were like, okay, burn us. And they were burned, like 200 of them. And that was the last of them. Probably some of them got away, but, right? I mean, that's a big deal. So I'm sitting on this mountain, reflecting on this history, and going, oh my God, my physical body is actually worried about being burned. Huh. And so, here I am relaunching my business as a spiritual person, putting myself out into the world. And again, yeah, there's all kinds of reasons why I don't want to be seen. I'm having to deal with things like probably what you dealt with as kid, like somehow or other you got told that your thoughts weren't important, your emotions weren't important, or your actions weren't important, or they were less important than other people's, or you needed to put them in this kind of a box so that they would be acceptable, right? And so we all learned how to do that in different degrees, different ways. And some of us were quite traumatized by that. So there's reasons that are very personal. And then there's also this social cultural problem that we have, fear that we have. Now, we're not currently in a bunch of witch burnings. But we do have a lot of other, there's censoring, there's canceling, there's people having their finances taken away for having the wrong political views. You may not know about that. It is happening though. So you're feeling it. And we all know that the right and acceptable ideas are the ones that, people buy into. And if your idea is not correct or acceptable, then you literally don't make money, right? So you're not gonna be able to feed and house yourself. If this is sounding not like persecution, just like understand that there are varying degrees of what happens. The farther you get away from socially acceptable, the worse the retribution is, right? And if you go far enough, if I go far enough, yeah, I don't want to be burned. So you can imagine that that's going to get in the way, at least unconsciously, of me being able to speak my truth, of me being able to move forward with what I want to do, get unstuck, of me being willing to step up in front of my friends, my family, my society, my culture, and say, this is who I am, this is what I am, this is what I'm doing. And of course, it's not all fully formed, so we're not stepping up as like Superwoman or Superman, we're stepping up as like someone that's evolving, right? So it's already a vulnerable place to be, and then the social, cultural situation makes it really vulnerable, dangerous even. I'm bringing this to you not because I have something really fun or cool to do that I've done. I'm bringing this to you because I feel like the more of us that think about this, that helps, and preferably the more of us that do our practices with it, so that we can, begin to face this fear and unfold it and let it open and blossom and bloom, and accept it and understand it and let go of the contractions around it as much as we can and learn from it. Okay, so far, a year and a half later, I haven't been able to turn this fear down enough, turn the volume down enough that it's not affecting me. It's still really affecting me a year and a half later. On the other hand, I'm much more aware when it's kicking in, and that's helpful. And so here's my ask. If this resonates with you, and if you're this far into the video, it probably does, please do your work with it. Do your practices with it. With this fear specifically of persecution as a spiritual person. That the more spiritual you get, the more you step out into the world, the more you speak your truth, the more you get unstuck and move forward with your projects and do the things you want to do and feel, bring the certainty that's inside of you, outside of you. So feel certain in your life as much as you can, right? The more that you do those things, the more you invite social, cultural retribution, persecution. Sit with that, practice with that, however you practice. And let's each do our best to face that and relax it some. And my sense is that, the more of us that do that, the easier it will be for all of us to do that. Now, I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to make it go away. I definitely don't know how to make us stop persecuting each other. And of course, it starts with me. you. Please, if you are at all called to do this, please do it. And you know, share it with people. Share it with me. Share it with us. This community is a safe place to talk about these things. I mean, as safe as we can make it. I can't guarantee. And you know, I mean, this is a safe space in the sense that please speak about it, you know. It would help me to know where you're at with it. Hopefully it's helping you to know where I'm at with it. And the more we can open up this conversation, I think the easier it will be to deal with these fears. Whew. Take care. Thank you. I hope that helps. And see you next time.